Hello, welcome back, and I'm glad you all got through Module 1. It was great reading the discussion board posts, and I look forward to reading your reaction papers. I have the course up here online, and I'm just going to take a few minutes because I know I'll get timed out on these videos if I go too long. So this video is more about some announcements as we leave Module 1 and head into Module 2. And then I will do another lecture, short, about 5 minutes, that I'll post next week for Module 2 and some of the information that we're going to discuss. So here's some important things to remember as we head into Module 2. First of all, keep it up on the discussion boards. In an online environment, the discussions and getting to know each other and concepts, kicking them around, really only happens on the discussion board. I had mentioned in my comments to people, please try to post and respond before the deadlines are there. The earlier the better. And I think you have seen on the discussion board, the first posts go up at the bottom, and then it works its way up to the newest posts. So please don't forget to scroll down. When I grade, I always scroll down to the bottom because I know those are the first posts that are put there, and I look for the timestamps of when the responses were made as well. So don't leave our first responders out. Secondly, I've emphasized this before, but just a reminder, make sure you proofread and spell check your posts and your responses. This is a field where our documentation is so super important, and it needs to be written not just professionally, but also it needs to be written clearly, concisely, and the language needs to be correct. So this isn't just a Mr. Farr thing. I'm trying to train you as you get into the field. Make sure that you proofread and spell check before you submit your posts and responses. I had posted before a note about self-disclosure. As we move forward, certainly in this environment, it's safer to talk about your background and what got you into the field. But one of the things that our program here at Hudson Valley takes very seriously is building those professional boundaries. It's something we've heard over and over again from the facilities we work with during internships, and as people get ready to get hired for jobs, and in OASAS in general. When you look at CASAC violations or problems there have been in the field related to CASACs, the number one issue has been around boundary issues. So, again, this isn't a Mr. Farr thing, but as we go forward, if you want to relate and say, I felt that way, I've struggled with things in the past, that's wonderful, but we're going to try to keep specific self-disclosure to a minimum. That will train you to put the focus on the patient and to start distancing yourself a little bit from your own stories and your own therapy and your own stuff, putting it onto the patient. And this is just a warm-up during your studies here to do that. All right, give me a week to grade your reaction papers. I will put specific comments on what I think you should do moving forward on the reaction papers. And I like to take my time on each one. So by next Tuesday, they should all be graded. If yours has not been graded by next Tuesday, then you can shoot me an email, but please give me a little time for that. The Heroine Book, as we move into Module 2. Only one student has emailed me to say that they weren't able to get the book, so we can work with that. If you haven't been able to get the book or are not able, please let me know as well. We're going to be reading Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 from the Heroine Book during this module. Both of these chapters are available online, and if you click Course Information and then you go to the folder entitled Readings from the Heroine Book, go in there and you'll be able to get Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 and read them online. But if you've been able to purchase the book, you can do it from there too. As we head into this first week of Module 2, be sure to read and watch all of the links and all of the videos that are in the module. I will be pulling questions for the midterm, which will be coming up sooner than you think, in a few weeks, from those links and from the Heroine Book and from some of the discussions we've done. So make sure that you are following those links. If you look at the course schedule and just hit all the things that are on there, you'll be fine. And the last thing I wanted to mention was that I will be doing another video lecture on the actual material, and I'll get that up by next week, if not sooner, for you to check out. If you have any questions, the best way to get a hold of me is to email me. And thank you so far for your participation in this course. I've really been enjoying it, and I hope you are too. We'll speak to you soon. Bye.